Not roll sushi. Any chefs here? Yeah. You know? Yeah? Maybe we should bring you up here.
No.
Alright, so again, so it's not that hard. And the thing I love about rolling is it's going to taste good regardless of what it looks like. So it's not like a spring roll. If you roll a spring roll poorly and you fry it, it's going to break open, or a dumpling's going to lose all its juice. This, you know, if it's not perfect, it's still going to taste pretty darn good, and which is a good thing. All right, so that's all it is. Now, what we do, I'm going to just plate one up for yuck's sakes.
What do you call it again? Is it on the website?
What do I call this? This is soba noodle sushi. It is in, let's see, what's it in? I know it's on the current website now. We're currently on the website. I have one website called Ming.com. Yeah. Or JanetWu.com.
I have Ming.com now, but I was really impressed you got Ming.com. That was very good.
Want to hear the story? True story.
Yeah.
Hold on, we opened 12 years ago. 13 years ago. My brother, who's an IT consultant, Infosys, and one of my best friends from Yale, and like, dude, let's get Ming.com, let's take out MarthaStewart.com. Okay. And this is back then, the multiples. God, you're going to buy for this amount. I mean, you think, like, oh my God, I'm making $1 trillion. Sure, let's do it. And but Ming.com was taken. And if I did it again, I would not personally call, but this time I personally called. And I didn't say I changed my voice, but I was like, hi, this is Ming Tsai. You own Ming.com? I just tried to, because I didn't, not that he would recommend it, I'm on public television, right? But if you're on the two people think you fly G5s everywhere, well, no, we take US Air Shell like you all, in code. But, so I'm like, you know, what is your name? It goes, Steve Levitto. What? Oh, Steve. It says, I'm just curious, why do you own Ming.com and will you sell it? He's like, well, I own Ming.com because there's 1.3 billion Chinese. And Ming's a really popular name, and I'm glad it's you calling chef. I'm like, oh. And so we did a lot of negotiating. I mean, we paid a lot. We paid tens of thousands. It wasn't crazy numbers, but it was enough that it made you, you know, like, think I should have someone else call. But, you know, 4 years of college, some grad school, you know, I'm no dummy, so you know what I did? I went out and I bought Steve Levitto stock. One day I'm going to give it to him. Call me, I'm like, Steve! You call him. $1 million. He hasn't called yet, but he's going to. But there's also Yo Yao, right? Ming. And Yo Yao Ming's got big pockets, and maybe Yao Ming's going to call him. I mean, you never know. Oh my God, it's centered. Thank God. So what we're going to do is just going to plate this up. So I'll tell you another great story I love. Everyone knows about, or knows the story, that it took a very brave man or woman to eat the first oyster.
Yeah.
Now, in actuality, I don't buy that, because there's whoever doing it was watching sea otters break oysters on their chest, and while the animals are eating it, so it's not that big of a deal, right? You know what I'm more amazed about? Think about this. The Chinese that hung around during the Ming Dynasty, the 1600s or so.
Your parents, your grandparents.
Yeah, well, down many. I'm the 35th generation Thai, actually. We have the book. But they must have been sitting around drinking probably Yanjing beer, getting really toasted, because one of them stood up and said, I'm going to go blow a duck. Pardon me? A lot of people. Because to make traditional Peking duck, you actually take a straw and you do a tracheotomy and you stick it down the duck's neck and you blow it until the skin separates from the meat, so when you cook it, the fat renders off. Dude, you're pretty drunk if you think about it. How do you come up with, I'm going to blow, right? No, the oyster's nothing. I I'm telling you, seriously. I mean, it just doesn't happen naturally. You think around, I'm going to give a tracheotomy to a duck. And who knows? I assume the duck was dead, but we don't know. I mean, think about it. Shut up. All right, so here's a little soy syrup, which is soy sauce, lime juice, brown sugar. And we do this zigzag zog so that we can charge you $22. And this is more wasabi oil. Just put some dots with.
So I know you've done a lot of traveling for your food shows. What are some of the most unusual things you've ever eaten? I'm sure it was in China.
The most unusual, well, there's a lot. Recently I was in Tokyo, going with wife. We went to this cult restaurant, there's 3 of them. And just like in this country, it's all about offal, right? People eating pigs, growing hearts, spleen, the whole 9 yards. This place, same, except it was all sashimi. So we go there with my friend, and if you ever go to Tokyo, you must check out my friend Ivan Orkin, Brooklyn Jew. Rated as one of the top ramen noodle shops in Tokyo. A Brooklyn Jew in Japan. I mean, it's got the Japanese chefs that are all in a tizzy. They're like, what? Look at him. But Ivan's married. He's married 2 Japanese women, and he's not the same time. There's no Salt Lake City in Japan, maybe. But he is mastered, and we were there. And he makes the best. And by the way, on March 30th, I'll plug myself a little bit, March 30th we're opening up the Blue Ginger Noodle Bar. For lunch, we do 3 types of traditional ramen, or traditional my way, but it'll be red miso, aka miso, that's spicy with pork. We're going to have the house ramen. We're going to do a garlic ramen, which Ivan did, which is awesome. Then we're going to have 3 stir-fry ones, the yakisoba, Indonesian curry pasta, and a pad thai. $12. Bar only, lunch only, in and out 20 minutes. We're very excited. We just announced it actually this afternoon.
So it is here. It is here.
It's going to be just right here at the bar. And lunch only. You know, I mean, look, I have to be honest. During this economy, and we have all these students around here, $12 is a great price for anyone, for a secretary, for a doctor, for a student. And the fact that you get in and out for $12, or in and out 20 minutes is why we're doing. But Ivan also took my wife and I to this cult restaurant that did only pig. And we started, everything was raw. So we started with pig liver, pig kidney, ended with pig brain sashimi.
Ooh.
Delicious. I have some right now. I would never do it in this country. I wouldn't do it in any country besides Japan. Because of the way they raise pigs, they're so clean and pristine. There's really no issue. They've never had trichinosis. I mean, maybe 100 years ago. They certainly had it in the last 8 years, nor have we had it in this country. But just the thought of raw pig brain is something I just wouldn't eat in this country. The way, I mean, you read any of these Michael Pollan's books, blah, blah, I would not do it here. But in Japan, and it really was delicious. So that was one of the stranger things I've eaten. I mean, insects in China, like during the Olympics, scorpions with Al Roker, things, a little exploding, like the thing that Shrek used, they squeeze the worm, the silkworm on the toothbrush, things like that explode in your mouth. Not so good. Not so good.